Evening everyone, how you doing? Welcome back. Tonight we are getting back to some Lego building. So for Yule or Christmas, whichever you prefer, my eldest son got me some Lego, and he got me this Balrog book nook from the Lord of the Rings set. So I figured I would save it to stream the build. Been eagerly waiting to make a start on building it. But yeah, so we're going to build it this evening. I don't know if it's going to be a single stream or if this one's going to spread over multiple streams. I guess we'll find out, won't we? But yeah, so for tonight, let's get cracking. So, there's the tabs. So that's what it will look like if it's on a shelf between some books, and it does open up. Looks like it opens up to a pretty good size. Fully opened up, it's 44 centimeters or 17.5 inches wide, and it's 22 centimeters or 8.5 inches tall. And we do have a little Gandalf for Grey on it as well. Okay, so let's empty everything out of the box. Got our booklet. There's quite a few steps in it. We've got that's bag 2, so we'll need that one soon. Move that out of the way. What's the highest number of bags? Bag 1. So possibly up to 9 bags. Sorry if it's a bit noisy. Let's just put these down in order. Ooh, they are some plasticky wings for the Balrog. Right, let's put bag 2 down as well. We'll put the wings to the side because I doubt we're going to need those anytime soon, and I'm not sure when we're going to need that, but that was just loose in the box. All right. So let's have a look at the manual we get. So, Moria, you fear to go into those mines. The dwarfs delved too greedily and too deep. You know what they awoke in the darkness of Khazad-dûm, shadow and flame. That was a quote from Saruman. We've got a few other quotes and a bit of information just about the book nook. How to use the little brick tool. I noticed a lot of people don't leave those back with the sets they came from. They build trees out of them. But I like to keep everything that came in the set in the box, and you know, just in case I decide to sell it on in the future, or indeed just rebuild the set, which I will be doing with most of my Lego. So we'll start with bag 1, and looks like we start with building Gandalf for Grey. So let's make a start. And yes, thank you, Sonia, for asking how the volume is. I have swapped to using my lapel mic rather than the headset mic I was using when I was gaming. I might go back to using this mic even when I'm gaming, because I think it picks up the sound a bit better. So hopefully everyone can see the area I'm working in. So we'll start with building Gandalf. Oh, we need his beard. Cool. And then he has these legs. Oh, we need to make a staff and give him a sword. Okay. There's his staff. And there we have Gandalf. That's all looking pretty cool. So we'll just pop him down up there. Grab our little brick tool. Let's get started with the main build. Okay. Right, so we now need a couple of these blocks. Let's push that all out and give us a bit of space to gather what we need. There we go. Hopefully the lighting's okay and everyone can see what I'm doing. What I might do is just bring that around a little bit more. Okay, so that's where we started. I still need to sort out getting a way of having a vertical camera that looks directly down, but that might wait until we rearrange and move desks around. Okay, hopefully that's gone on the right way. I really should use the Lego app, but that would be, I'd be using it on my phone, and it's not the biggest of screens. No, I think I've gone wrong somewhere. Yes. Oh. Right. Goes that way. And it goes that way. Okay, let's turn these round and do this bit again. No, also I don't know if this one's got the interactive instructions or just the PDF. Should have looked it up. All right, so just show that. Actually, what I might do, I think I'll zoom in slightly, just particularly at the moment while we're a little bit smaller on the build. Hopefully that's okay. Right, so we need a couple of these corner pieces. I hope everyone else likes the sound of rustling Lego. I find it very enjoyable and relaxing. Okay, and these point out that way. We'll do the same on this side. Okay. Okay, so we're putting that down for a second while we're building something else. Need one of those ones and one of these little pieces here. Okay, so that one goes on the end. That's nice and simple. But this one, 2, 4, 5 and a half, 2, 4, 5 and a half of the circles on the underside. Hey Scruff, how you doing? And we need a couple of them. So we need 3 of those, 1 of those, and then 6 of these. Thank you for giving the shout out, Sonia. I'm shattered, I'm done for the day. You had a busy day today then? 3, 4, 5 and 6. Yep, so that's everything we need. So what have you been up to, laying on the sofa monging out? Ah, what have you been up to today then, Scruff? And just in Da Vinci and other things. Ah, yeah, good old Da Vinci. I think Sonia's been doing a lot of that today, haven't you, Sonia?
Yep, non-stop.
Okay, turn that over, which that way round. 2, 4 of those, and we need another one of these ones here. Okay, and then these 2 we build together. And I think it hangs over. Looking at that. Yep. Hopefully I've got that in the right place. Right, so turn it back up that way and we're there. We need one of these pieces in the end there. And then we grab our original section. It's this way round and we connect that on. Right, so a couple of them. Oh, there they are. Struggling to find those two pieces. So we're carrying on building on this section down here. Right. So one each of them, a couple of those, and then we need one that way round and one that way round. Right. Hopefully you heard that. I don't think it was a particularly loud, satisfying snap. That one would have been better. So we'll try it again with this one. Yeah, that one should have been better. Right. So that goes in there. And this one is the opposite side. So that's what we've got so far. Just thinking, I should bring that down here. Just make that a bit easier to look at. Okay. Let's put that to the side again for a second. Gather up everything we need for this next bit. Nope, they're both the same way. Ah, there we go. Okay. Right, let's bring this in just a little bit more. Ooh. There we go. I think that's probably the best I can get it to do. Okay, and those across there. Okay, so that's a little section we've just built. And that clips on. So you can just see on this piece there's two little columns inside there. That clips on there nicely. Okay, one that way, one the other way. Couple of these. And then that. Okay, I'll just pull the remaining pieces to the side slightly. All right, so we're building this way round. Yes, very interesting way of building this section up. Intrigued to see exactly. I figured this was the back base of it, and this is the section where Gandalf stands. But yeah, it must. Surely it must be. That's where the plaque will go that has his name on it. Yeah, I was starting to question that because I can't see anywhere for the Balrog itself to stand. Right, 3 of these. Make sure they're the right way. Yep. Okay. So one that way, these two go this way. Interesting. Okay, and then we put it on its side. Oh, didn't quite have that. Okay, goes that way. I was about to say, how do these connect on? Because I had that oriented slightly wrong. Okay, and this now sits on that corner there. And looks like we're doing basically the same thing, just the other way. 2 of those. One. Right, make sure I get the base piece the right way round this time. So the hole's at the bottom, not on the side. I'm hoping you guys can hear the occasional satisfying snap. And go there and up here. And then this one sits on that side. This sort of slightly reminds me of a early Klingon battle cruiser, just for shape. Oh, my Star Trek brain. Okay, 2 of those, 2 of these, and we turn it around. Covering up them. Yeah, and that is the end of bag 1. It's got a few little spares. Let's get those back into the bag. That bag can go back in the box. And let's move on to bag 2. Okay, bag 2, here we go. So, nice simple start, just a couple of these pieces. Not sure why they didn't just keep these in bag 1, just to finish that off. There it is, hiding away. So we've got to do these steps twice. So 2 of those, 1 that way and 1 the opposite way. Okay, so these sit on top and the bottom one is facing backwards. There we go. That's dark grey ones, not black. Okay, So we're just starting off with those on there, and then on the inside. So add those, and then on the outside, so this next step looks like we're building basically the same thing, just I'm assuming there's 2 bricks which are in a different order. So it's given us the instructions separately. So bottom one that way, top one that way. And this one goes up on this side with the grey brick on the inside. And we're doing the same thing just with the orange and grey bricks swapped around. And that one goes on that side. Straighten them up a bit. So yeah, we're starting to get quite tall. I may need to zoom back out again soon as it's starting to get a bit bigger. All right. Okay. So a short one there, the longer one there. So we're leaving that space uncovered. God, it's feeling a bit fragile in places. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right. And these 2. And they go with the hole vertically. Come back here, pieces. Okay, so we're covering the back now. There we go. All right, yep, we are going bigger, so I am going to zoom us out ever so slightly. Sorry about the momentary blur. All right. Nice simple steps, 6 of these. 2 one way, 1 the other. Make sure the hole is at the bottom. And then from the back, hey Mash, how you doing? Thank you for confirming the sound's better today. Yeah, I've swapped over to a different mic. I think my headset mic is just very quiet for some reason, unless I have it right in front of my mouth, and I don't tend to like doing that too often. So yeah, I think I'll stick to using this mic even when I'm gaming. Okay. Thank you for doing a shout out, Sonia. Oh, must be getting near to the maximum height on this now. So there's the back, all nice and smooth now, and the sides. Now you need munchies. Oh, I could do with some munchies as well. But trying to be good at the moment. Put these on the inside. Okay. So we've got to do 2 steps. Oh, nearly lost a piece. Okay, so yeah, we've got to do this twice, and they are the same this time. So I will do them concurrently. So we've got those 2, and they will go at the tops there and there. So that's how it's going to look from the front. Right. 2, 3 of those. 1. Nope, that's the wrong way round. That way round. Okay, it's the only trouble. I've zoomed out because the whole thing is getting quite big, which means it's a bit more difficult for you guys to see it when I'm putting smaller pieces together. So this should line up on the inside here. And it looks like we're basically doing the same thing, just it's going to be different direction. So the those two. Right. Keep nearly sending pieces flying. Right, that goes there and there. So yeah, basically the same as we built a second ago, just the other direction. There we go. It's looking good. Okay. So looking at the little picture that it's got at the start of the instructions, I believe we're going to be making something which will hopefully sit across the top and give us some stability. So if I don't get this all built on today's stream, I won't be streaming next Thursday because I'm actually at our work start of year party. So I'll be staying overnight in London. So yes, won't be streaming next Thursday. So yeah, if we don't get this finished today, which I'm not sure we will, based on how many bags are still left to go, then yeah, it'll be probably another week unless I do stream on Monday. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, my employer doesn't do a Christmas party anymore. We do a start of year party in January instead. I think it's probably a lot cheaper that way for them. Which I think is a good approach because, you know, if they're spending less money on the party, then there's more money to spend on actual staff or bonuses or whatever. Missed a step on this one. Was that on the other side as well? No. No, it wasn't. It's just something on this side. Okay, good. Thought I was going to have to rip back the other half of it then. Okay. Right. So we need to do this twice. So it's just that. These go in the corners here. That was a nice loud snap. Okay. Couple of these. And that goes that way around. All right, so we're attaching it from the back and we're having it facing that way. So yeah, that's a really good height now. Yeah. Right, two of them. So I guess those are going to be our spares. This will just give this added security and stability. There we go. All right. And that's the end of bag 2. How are we doing? Add start in 6 minutes. Okay, so we can make a start on. Actually, what I might do is I might run the ads now, just before we start bag 3, and then when I come back, we will crack on with bag 3. So, yep, I will get them rolling, and I will catch you in a few minutes. Speak to you soon. And we're back. Sorry about a slight delay. Just popped downstairs to make a hot water bottle for Sonia quickly because she's a little bit chilly. So on to
freezing, not a little chilly.
Okay, yeah, she's freezing. Right, let's crack on then with bag 3. All right. So it looks like we're starting to build one of the side pieces for this. All right. Okay. So nice and simple start. Right. Just thinking. Yeah, I don't think I can zoom in any further. Okay. Just put that back slightly. Gotta love those satisfying snaps. Okay, a couple of these. Okay, so this connects on like so. Well, we need to turn it around. These go that way. So time to put this aside for a second. 1, 2, 3, and 4 of them. So we're only covering 3 sides of this. And that one goes on that side. Okay, so there's quite a consistent theme in some of the design elements on this one. That goes down there. And just building a smaller one. This goes on the front side here. Okay, so this is why we didn't cover anything on the back. There we go. Let's put that down again. Yeah, right there. Blind as a bat. Okay, so that's what we've just put together there. And this one goes on the outside. Okay, 3 of these all stacked up. Okay, and this goes that orientation. And then this sits that way. And two more up the side. Right, so we're getting close to the end of bag 3. Right. Just move that to the side in case it's blocking the view of what I'm doing. Okay. And this one goes on this side at the top. Right, okay, so these two go on this front bit. And these go on the inside here. Just move that again. Oh, there it is. Thought I'd lost a piece then. Ugh. Right. Yeah, so looks like we're only going to get 2 spare pieces from this bag. Okay, and that's our next section, which will go on the inside here at the top. So we're leaving that bit exposed. And we're on to bag 4. Okay. That was a fairly quick bag. Didn't take us long at all. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're nearly halfway through. There's 9 bags in total. Oh. Nearly left a piece in the bag. Just like with a jigsaw puzzle, always make sure to double check the bag. Okay. Not sure what this bit is we're building next. Possibly the top. Yeah, because I think that's going to connect in there. So yes, we're probably building the top, and then that will complete this side. So yeah, this will be where it joins onto the rest of it. Can't wait for Sonia to start streaming some of her Lego builds that she's got coming up. Some of those models look like they're going to be great fun to build.
Oh, I can't wait. If it wasn't fact I'm so tired, I'd be doing it now.
There. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Sonia. Oh, shall have some of my dash.
Which is water, you're not drinking on stream.
Yes, so dash is just carbonated water which has been infused with the flavour from bits of fruit. So there is actually nothing in it other than water. Yes, very healthy. Okay. Pieces there. Okay. And I need to flip it round. So yeah, looks like we're building something separate again for a bit. So just move that to the side. That's a cool piece. You don't see this piece very often. Okay. And make sure I get this pointing the right way. Yep. Still always fascinates me how they come up with these designs. Love to be a Lego designer. Love to work for Lego, full stop. Okay. Yep, that connects on like so. Right. So I've just got to make sure that I get all these pieces in the right layout. There we go. So that's leveled everything up, added a bit more stability to it. Right. So we start with that, and one of them going that way. Let's just smooth that all off. Time to flip it upside down. Oh no, sorry, like that. Didn't quite have the positioning correct initially. So just adding a little bit of detail onto that. And we bring this bit back in, and this connects on. Slight overhang so they line up. There we go. Okay, so gonna have to do some checks on exactly where to position all of this. Third one. just added all of those onto the bottom bit there, and then right, just move this to the side again for a second. Oh, okay, not quite what I was expecting. That's our flames in the side of the book nook. That's our second one, and that goes that way round. Oh, okay, different position. And then the last one of this section. And now we connect this onto this side of the book nook, and there we go. That's, oh, love that. So there's different slots there, fit nicely around the little edge piece there. Excellent. So that's the end of bag 4, and we're on to bag 5, which from this looks like we are building the entire other side in one. What we took 2 bags to build just now. So just turn that round and move it. I know, let's put it there for now. It's getting a bit too big, taking up too much room. Alright, on to bag 5. Oh no, we're not building it across one bag. They were just showing the picture of what this section is going to be, but I can see we don't have any of the transparent pieces. Okay, lots of pieces needed for this bit. Come on, where's this last bit? Ah, sat right on top, hiding in plain sight. Of course it is. yeah, I believe we're basically building pretty much exactly what we just built, just facing the other way. Right. So I still need to decide what Lego set I'm after next. I know what I'd love to get next, but it's quite a pricey set. It's the Enterprise, the Star Trek set, which I know Jay from Treat Your Geek has got his hands on that, and I believe he's already built the shuttlecraft. I can't wait to see him building the Enterprise itself. But yeah, I'd love to get my hands on that set eventually. I'm actually also really tempted to have a look at a company called Blue Bricks, because they do some Stargate sets. And they do look pretty cool. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Stargate. Me and Sonia have been rewatching SG1 from the beginning. One and hiding underneath. Of course, the only trouble with having Lego, well, actually two issues with having Lego as a hobby and a collection. One is space. We really don't have space for more Lego at the moment. We'll find space, we'll make space, but yeah, we don't have it. But also just the way it collects dust. Absolute nightmare to deal with. No, it goes that way around. Yeah, I'm still hoping I can find a way to set up and do a stream from our garage so I can stream some of my woodworking. However, it might be that those are left for pre-recorded videos that I can edit and just load up to YouTube rather than stream. Plus the garage is a bit cold at the moment. Yeah, I did go out there the other day to use my scroll saw. I did a little bit and then the blade snapped on me and I thought, well, I'm a bit cold. It's a bit fiddly to change the blade. So couldn't be bothered, I just came back in. But I do need to get back out there because I've got lots of things to try and get made ready for April. But no, I do want to invest in a slightly better scroll saw than the one I've currently got. Just because it'll make some of the things that I want to create much easier to do. It's a technique known as compound cuts, where you have a square block of wood. You have a design on that you put on two sides, and you cut out one side and you then flip it and cut out the other side. But to do any holes in the middle, you need to pre-drill a hole and then thread the blade through to be able to cut them out. And at the moment, my current scroll saw, it's a bit fiddly to, you have to properly detach the blade, release all the tension to thread the blade through the hole and then reconnect it back up. And yeah, that's pretty fiddly to do. whereas the next model up a scroll saw by the company that made my current one has a quick release, so you just flick a switch, I believe it is, a lever or something, and it releases the blade and lifts the arm up, so you can then more easily thread it through. That way I also don't need to worry about the tension. But no, the other items I need to try and get made fairly soon is yarn bowls. Still learning how to make a bowl on the lathe. And yeah, I just need to practice, actually get out in the garage and do it. Because we've got people who are after some. And this goes up there. There we go, that is bag 5 complete. No spare pieces this time. So that can go back in the box. And we're on to bag 6. How are we doing on time? Add start in 5 minutes. We'll make a start this time. All right. Okay. Yep. And where's that piece? There it is. And we're turning it round and onto the other side. Oh, there it is. One of them. Two of those and that way round. Okay, let's connect this on. So ads are about to start, so we should leave it there. I will just go on BRB, have a quick stretch, quick drink, and I will catch you in a few minutes. I'll see you shortly. And we're back. Hopefully everyone is back from ads. Right, let's crack on. So we haven't got a huge amount left to do on bag 6. There's just 3 more after that. So I think going to push through and try and get this all done this evening. Yeah, I mentioned earlier, next Thursday I won't be streaming, so I'm at my work start of year party. There is a fancy dress theme, which is dressed to the letter. So fancy dress is something or someone which matches the first letter of your name. So for me, it would be D. One of my colleagues said I should turn up as Darth Vader. I was like, no, the costume for that would cost too much, and I'd be constantly taking the mask and everything off as well. Bit of a nightmare. I had a thought of Dick Dastardly from Wacky Races and Catch the Pigeon. I've got a hat which I could convert into looking like that, but getting the coat is a bit more of a challenge. So I'm trying to think up some other ideas that might be a bit simpler and hopefully not involve much, if any, cost. If I don't, then I'll just have to wear a suit. But yeah, so still trying to think up ideas for that at the moment. So far, I've never dressed up for a work party. However, Sonia's been gradually encouraging me over the last 2 years now since we started steampunk.
2-3 years, something like that.
Yeah, to get more comfortable dressing up for events, which I think sort of culminated at when we did a vampire murder mystery dinner with some friends of ours. Which was quite good. Did enjoy dressing up for that. So I would like to dress up for the work party for a change. But yeah, I really do not want to have to fork out money towards a costume for it, because I've had to pay for my train tickets as it is. Right, so we'll get in there with that. Now onto the upside down. And a couple of them. Right. So that one goes in the middle. These go on here. So just adding that detail on like we did last time. And now it's time to attach it. Right, and now we're on to building the flames. No, that way. That's the first one done. Yeah, so just going back to the costume bit, so if anyone has any thoughts or suggestions of a character beginning with D or something, do let me know. And the last flame. There we go. Now it's time to connect it on. There we have the whole outer bit of the book nook. So yeah, really happy with that so far. So let's move that to the side again. One spare piece from this bag. Let's move on to bag 7. Starting to build the Balrog now. Okay. Still need to find time to go up in our loft, get down all our old Lego, and go through that, see what we've got. See if any of the old classic sets can be rebuilt. Oh, no, it's that piece. There it is. And 2 of these. Okay, through like that. Okay, like so. Right. Okay, so that's what we've just put together. These have the ability to move, so I wonder if they're for the wings or are they going to be for some other limb movement? Okay, so I need to do this twice. So we'll do this consecutively. No, turn it round, because these go on the back here. Say back, don't know what the final orientation is going to be on this. Could be the front, could be the bottom. Who knows? No, not that. Yeah, I really am thinking this bit we did here is for the wings. So I think that might be for the arms and head, maybe. We'll find out. Okay. So just 2 of these. They will go on the edges here. Okay, I'm not sure what this bit is yet. Hmm. 2 of those, okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. And go that way round, yep. Okay, what are we building now? Something separate. Yeah, knocking pieces off. Okay, where that way round goes across there. Okay. Interesting. That's the end of bag 7 already. Wow. So on to bag 8, the penultimate bag. Make sure the bag is empty. Nearly left a piece in there. Oh, we've got a lot of black in this one. No, not that type, that type. Okay, so this goes through here and goes through there. Yeah, definitely black, not the slightly lighter grey. There we go. And need a couple of these pieces. Right, that way up, and that connects on there. So I'm guessing that's a leg. And we'll be building basically the same thing, just the other way round. Nope. Nope. No, not that or that. That one. Um, where's this other piece that I need? There. That's why I couldn't find it, it was hidden. Right. And then this one goes on here. Okay, so this next thing we need to do twice. So I will do each step twice, and so we can build them concurrently. And 2 of those. Okay. So just building those up. That's the second one. I'll just go on top there. Thank you very much for the raid, TYG. Hey Cryptic. Hey Beast. How you doing? So what were you guys up to on the on your stream? Playing Soma? Can't vibe for long, need to make myself presentable. I'll leave a cheeky lurky. No worries, Cryptid. Thank you very much. Did you have a good stream? Right, where are we? So one of those each and that. Ah, yes, Beast. Yep, the Lord of the Rings book nook. My eldest son got me it for Christmas for Yule. So I was saving it to build it on stream. Right. So one of those each. Ah, hi, hey Blue, how you doing? So it was you playing Soma. Thank you very much for bringing everyone over. It's much appreciated. 2 of those, so we need 4. Yeah, so we're currently on the penultimate bag. I wasn't sure I'd be able to finish this off in one stream, but made better progress than I was expecting. So we've already got the main part of the book nook built. And we're just building the Balrog at the moment. That direction. Unfortunately, this is a lot of black. And that one goes that way around. And we're just attaching his feet. Thank you for the follow, Beast. Yeah, it was good fun. Called us a bit early because it's been a long day and I have a long couple of days ahead. Yeah, I don't blame you. I think Sonia might be wishing that I called this a day earlier on. But yeah, I was just determined to get this finished tonight as made such good progress. So that's what we've got so far of the Balrog. Right, orientation for this needs to be that way. Oh. And this goes on. I really hope I put these the right way around. Right, spin it around. Oh no, yeah, spin it around and upside down. No, not really, no shouties needed. Thanks for the shout out, Sonia from Cryptid. Yes, luckily I've got Sonia here doing some modding for me. So I'm pretty terrible at keeping up with it myself. I'm going to guess this is going to be one of the arms. That's one of those, okay. Little ball on the end. So just building up the arm. And then that attaches in on the side here. Oh, pay attention to the instructions. That's an interesting way of building up a nice clawed hand. So, not sure how easily you can see that, but No worries, Blue. Thank you very much for the raid. Have a great night. We'll catch you again soon. Right, so it looks like we're on to the other arm. If I was a bit cleverer, I would have built these at the same time and just mirrored everything. But my brain's not up for that today. I'm not sure if it's ever up for that, to be honest. So that one goes on there. Okay, and goes that way around. Watch it say 2 times 4 pages down the manual. Yeah, I've had that before on some builds. It's so frustrating. There we go. So that's his second arm attached. And his fingers. So that's his second claw done. Okay, so we've got these big pieces. Where do they... they attach on here. God, anyone would think he's playing in the NFL with those shoulder pads. I think I've had an 8 times once. Oh, that must have been really painful. Okay, this... Oh, just moving back out of the way a second. Did I put them on... Put his wings on upside down. Let's see if I can fix it easily. Not sure if I can, because that was so early on in the build. No, I know what I'm going to do. Got to get ready for bed. Hope you have a good stream still. Thanks, Beast. No worries. Thank you for coming along on the raid. Okay. Try this one. And try and get that on there. Okay, how are we doing? Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Oh, and we've got ads starting in 2 minutes. So I know there's only one bag left, but I think I'm going to leave it there. Especially as it looks like I've possibly put a couple of pieces on wrong there. So let's just snooze the ads. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there for the night. I will get this back piece fixed. And then next time I stream some Lego, which will hopefully be Monday, we can do the last bag to finish this one off. And then hopefully bring up another small model to use at the time. We will see. But thank you everyone for watching, and thank you for all of the raid, and for those of you who stuck around. Let's just have a quick look at what we got done so far. So we've got the main book nook itself completed, and then we've got most of the Balrog done as well. But yeah, I will hopefully be back streaming on Monday. There is a possibility I'll be streaming over the weekend, but not 100% sure yet. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming along, and let's see who is online to raid out to. If anyone has any suggestions, do let me know. But let's have a quick look. See if anyone's on who I'm following. Ampersand D20. Looks like they're on a break at the moment. And Cold Night Chaos will be wrapping up shortly.
Maybe check the Lego category. Has made some new.
Yeah. Got some Animal Crossing Lego builds, or let's raid hopefully the new mic is on. Yep. So yeah, we're going to raid Gorfinski. Yeah, thank you again for everyone, and thank you to Treat Your Geek for the raid. I will catch you next time. Take care. Bye.